Hey guys, welcome to a demo video of Intraday Screener, and in today's video we are going to have a look at the key features of Intraday Screener and how you can use it for intraday trading, swing trading and other stock market analysis. So first of all, you have to move to the login page of Intraday Screener. You can log into Intraday Screener app by the URL, which I will also mention in the description of this video link. What you have to do first is you have to create a free account. So you can just click on here, create a free account, enter your details, and you'll receive an OTP on your number. Once you enter that OTP, your account will be created, and then you can use that account to log in. So once you log in your account, so you will be welcome with a page which is a dashboard page, and it contains a snapshot of the market on the current trading day. The first thing that you should notice on the top is that you will have a toggle button on the top, which will be basically a selection between FNO and cash stock. So you can see here FNO and cash is there. So you can easily toggle between FNO and cash if you want to only trade in FNO stocks or if you want to only trade in cash stocks as per your wish. This screen is called a market watch page, which contains detailed market summary of Nifty and Bank Nifty along with its chart, advanced declines, FII, DII, cash activity, top gainers, top losers, long build up, short build up, top intraday gainers, top intraday losers, top gap up stocks and top gap down stocks. So all these stocks are mentioned on this page, which is the market summary page. So first is Nifty and Bank Nifty chart. Advances declines means how many stocks have advanced. For example, in FNO stocks, 37 stocks have advanced and 120 stocks have declined. Similarly, FII, DII, cash activity show you FII, DII data, and if you click on it, it will open you page where you can actually see the FII, DII activity, whether they are buying or selling. Top gainers, top losers are the stocks which have gained in the day, the top gainers for the day. And you can actually click on any stock and you will be taken to that stocks page where you can find all the details, all the detailed information of the stock. And we will go through all these in some time. So let's go again back to the market dashboard page, and now we'll go to market watch page. So market watch page is again a snapshot, a more detailed snapshot of gainers, losers, long build-up, short build-up, and volume gainers. So here you can see, you can take a look at all the stocks and you can see that here you can track all the stocks which are gaining, as well as you can see all the type of breakout that is seen in that stocks. So these are the alerts. You can see all the alerts that that particular stock is having. For example, Polyplex is the stock which is the top gainer. So you can see the Polyplex is in top gainer, and here you can see 30-day breakout, 5-day breakout, 52-week breakout, previous range breakout. That means the stock is above yesterday high, 90-day breakout, other things, last traded price, change percent of the stock. So Polyplex is up 9.91%. Open interest changes NA because this is a cash stock. If it is an FNO stock, you can see here open interest. And here you can see deviation from pivot point. So these are standard pivot points, and it says that Polyplex is above R3. That means above resistance 3. Similarly, R2 and R3, R2 and R3, this stock CRISIL is between R2 and R3. It is very near to R3. You can see it is towards R3. On the left side, you can see the stocks which are near days high, above 5 days high, near days low and below 5 days low, near days high and above 3 days high, near days low and below 3 days low. So all these type of stocks, as soon as it comes in the market, you can see. You can also see the losers. You can see the long build up. Long build up stocks as stocks where price has increased and open interest is also increased. So open interest is basically measure of how much traders are building longs in future. So this open interest, please note it down. This is open interest of all the futures combined. So there is near, next, and far. There are three futures. Near means current month, next means next month, far means the third month. So next 3 months futures combined open interest it shows here, which gives you a very realistic picture actually. So this is OI, and you can see the long build up here. Long build up means stocks which have gained in percentage terms and their OI has also increased. That means traders are building long positions for the day. Again, please note it down that it doesn't mean the stock will go up 100%. It is just an indication. Similarly, you can see here short build up. Short build up shows you all the stocks where there is a fall in price and there is an increase in open interest. It means that traders have built short positions. For example, if you open Petronet LNG, you can also see that it open interest has increased over last few days and price has decreased. That means traders are building short positions. This is just an example. So this is a market watch tab where you can see gainers, losers, long build-up, short build-ups, and volume gainers at last, which shows you the stocks which have highest volume change since yesterday. For example, Team Lease has increased 4,119 percentage than yesterday's volume. So this is volume gainers that you can use. Usually stocks where high volume is happening, there the trend or momentum is expected to continue. So this is a basic detail of market watch page. Also on the top, you can see India VIX, small cap, Bank Nifty, mid cap, Nifty 50 and Sensex, which are index and their corresponding values. Here you have a toggle button which you can use to switch between FNO and cash, as I have already said. So let me click on FNO and you can see now the stocks will only be FNO stocks. I'll switch it back to cash. Now let's go to the next important section, which is intraday scans. So intraday scans are primarily scans which are helpful in trading intraday or selecting use stocks for intraday. Also, please note that this is not just for intraday. You can also use these scans for swing trading also. The first one is range breakout scans. So range breakout scans is basically it's a scan which will tell you the stocks which are breaking 10-day, 30-day, 90-day or 52-week high or low. So for example, here when I click on 90-day high, you can see that CRISIL has broken 90-day high in intraday or today. Okay, so CRISIL has broken 90-day high. It has gone to 2353, and this was the previous 90-day high. So 2185 was the previous 90-day high, and it is 7.66 percentage up from there. So when it broke 90-day high, it moved up 7.66% from the previous 90-day high. Similarly, if you can see it's stocks with 30-day high, so you can see here again, Polyplex is a stock whose previous 30-day high was 1243, and it broke it and it went to 1329, and it is 6.91 percentage up. You can see other standard things here. For example, you can see today's range, you can see pivots deviation, you can see how much volume is being built up. So all these can help you actually select the stocks for intraday. Now one big question is like, what is the time when this breakout actually happens? So for that, what you can do is you can go to real-time alert signal, which will actually help you figure out that in real time all the market activities that are happening. So basically, all those real-time activities will be listed here according to time. For example, the stocks which are breaking super trend on daily chart, again it is 1 day chart. So for example, Varroc Engineering has super trend sell signal. So you can see due to this fall, there is a super trend sell signal generated on 1 day chart in Varroc Engineering. So this is one of the example of intraday scan which you can use for in real time alert. Also, there is 200 SMA, which means the stocks which are crossing 200 SMA in real time. For example, Hutamaki broke 200 DMA at 2:50 p.m. So here you can see also time, and you can see the level, the previous level of 200 DMA. Also, you can see that City Union Bank or STDM broke 200 DMA 147.9 and its LTP was 147.95. Similarly, 100 SMA breakout, breakdown, 50 SMA breakout, breakdown, 20 exponential moving average. Kindly note that these all moving average are on daily chart. So what you must make sure that this is everything is on daily chart. 30-day breakout, 90-day breakout, 52-week breakout. Again, you can track here. So if you just click on 90-day breakout, so you can see time wise how the stocks are breaking this. For example, you can see one of the stocks, India Bull Housing Finance, broke 90-day at around 12:44 p.m. And also you can see all the top gainers. For example, on the first page I showed you that Polyplex broke a high level. So those stocks will always be present here with the timestamp, the stocks when these range breakouts are happening. Okay, so you can see all those stocks which are breaking time throughout the day. You can see even TCI Express, you can see it broke 1559 was the 90-day range, which is broke at around 10 a.m. and then it went up also till 1624. So usually you get very good intraday move when this range breakout happens. Next one is trend scanner, which gives you an overall trend of the stock. For example, here what you can see is you can see any stocks. Kindly note that this only works with FNO stocks, and you can see all the stocks trends on 5 minute, 15 minute and daily chart. Also you can see ADX value, RSI value, volume weighted average price, 20 exponential moving average and super trend, depending on the time frame that you select here. So if you select 5 minute, you can see all these indicator values on 5 minute. If you select 15 minutes, you can see all these indicator values on 15 minute. And if you select 1 day, you can see all these value on 1 day time frame. So kindly note that this is sorted by ADX, which is a trend indicator. So usually the stocks which are trending on 15 minute, when you select 15 minute, so it is sorted by ADX. That means all these stocks are highly trending on 15 minute. So in intraday, for very short moment, you can click on 5 minute and you can find the bearish trend for shorting. Here you can see Petronet, Deepak Nitrite, LNT, IRCTC. And if you want to focus on 15-minute trend, you can click here 15 minutes and you can see that these are the stocks. So usually trend scanner is meant to have, I will give you a very brief example. For example, you can see PI Industries in bullish all time frame. So probably this is very strong stock. This is above VWAP. This is above 20 exponential moving average, and RSI is not overbought also. So this is one stock you can track. However, you can see these stocks, other stocks, you can find, you can use this trend scanner to find general trend. For example, you can see Ashok Leyland, DLF, Eicher Motors, all these are bullish on daily chart, but on a smaller time frame chart, they have become bearish. That means there is a short-term correction going on. For example, if I click on DLF chart, I can see that it is bullish on daily chart. So if you open DLF chart, you can see there has been a good movement here, but now it has become bearish for short term. So these stocks you must keep on track, which are bullish on daily chart and bearish on smaller time frame for a further pullback sort of entries. You can have a watch. Similarly, you can see that ITC is interestingly bullish on daily chart but bearish on 15 minutes. So these sort of stocks which are not very clear, so these stocks are sort of stocks you should avoid. You should also avoid the neutral charts actually. So trend scanner will give you basically trend of all the stocks. So there are 157 almost FNO stocks. You can see all the trend. Stock which is bearish on all the three time frame. For example, Amara Raja Battery. These are, you can see, a totally bearish stock. So you can find bearish or bullish stocks or all the short and medium trend using this trend scanner. So which is very good tool. You can also filter as per as the sector and use it. The next scan that you are going to use is NR47 NR Live Breakout. So this is an NR47 strategy. So narrow range breakout. If a stock breaks at 4 days narrow range or 7 days narrow range, then it will show here. You should be aware of NR4 NR7 strategy. I will put a separate video on what the strategy is and how you can trade it. Super Trend MACD live breakouts will actually list down the stocks which are changing signal of super trend, giving a 5-minute buy super trend or 15-minute buy or sell super trend signal. Similarly, if they are having a positive MACD crossover or negative MACD crossover, they will just appear here. You can see that IRCTC given a positive MACD crossover on 5-minute time frame chart. So if you trade with MACD or if you trade with super trend, you can have all these stocks here. Similarly, real-time alert is another one of the more popular scan, price action scan. So price action scans is basically giving you all the stocks which are breaking, showing breakout or breakdown on 5-minute or 15-minute chart. So usually you can see it's listed here that stocks that are giving price breakout of last 20 candles with volume. So basically, if you can see, for example, Muthoot Finance or Bata India is breakdown of 5 minutes. So when you click on this and you see 5-minute chart, you can see that last 20-minute lowest candle has been formed. Along with that lowest candle, there has been some good volumes also. So you can see all these 5-minute and 15-minute breakout and breakdown on charts in price action scans, which you can use for intraday. The next popular scanner is open high-low scanner. So open high-low scanner is based on open high-low trading strategy, which is mentioned in the below. You can read this description to see open high-low scanner. You can find all the stocks open high-low here. You can find open high stocks plus PRB, which means that stocks which are open equal to high as well as they have broken yesterday's low. So these are considered more bearish stocks. Similarly, open equal to low stocks are stocks which have open into low, and these stocks can go up, because open price is the lowest price and immediately they have been bought, so they could not make a new low. Open equal to high means the opening was the highest point of the day and the sellers started selling from that point. And again, open equal to high are usually sign of weak stocks, and open high plus PRB is again weaker stock. So this is another popular intraday scan that you can use. Timewise Gainer simply gives you the stocks which are changing the change of stocks in 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 45 last 15 minutes. So if you can see the stocks which have gained maximum in last 15 minutes, you can just click on this sorting column and you can see that iBull Housing Finance has gained maximum in last 15 minutes. If you want to see which stocks has gained maximum in last 5 minutes, so you can see that Petronet has gained maximum last 5 minutes, and if you click on 5 minute chart, then you can definitely see that Petronet has gained this much. So for example, this is basically used to find out all the stocks which are gaining out of a particular time frame. Opening range breakout is again a popular trading strategy which gives you stocks 45 minutes or 30 minutes opening range breakout stocks. That means that the stock which is moving above or below the 30 minutes high and 30 minutes low. So for example, Godrej Properties, you can see along with time the opening range breakout. So for example, at 10:20 Tata Steel has shown ORB. So basically for the first 30 minutes, Tata Steel has formed a range, and when it break the range. So for example, I'll show you an example. For example, let's say this is the range of the first 30 minutes of Tata Steel, and whenever it will break this range, the it will come into that stock. I mean, like this particular stock will come into that scanner. So again, this is a stock scanner which is used for price action trading, and people who are using opening range breakout scan can use this to filter out ORB stocks. Another good version of ORB is ORB plus PRB. That means opening range is broken as well as stock is above previous day high or low. If it is a opening range breakout or opening range breakout, depending on that, whether it is opening range breakout, then stock will be above opening range breakout as well as last day's high. And if it is 30-minute breakdown, that means stock will be below the 30 minutes range, the first 30 minutes range, the first 30-minute high and low, it will be either below low or above high, and it will be below or above previous day high or low. Okay, so these are all intraday scans. In the sector watch, you can see all the sectors. Along with, when you click on that sector, you can see all the stocks in that sector. You can also click on any stock and you can see all the details of that stock along with delivery data. If the stock is in futures and options, for example, Apollo Tire is in FNO stock. So in the FNO stocks, you can see OI, you can see other details, like you can see futures open interest and price correlation along with time. You can see options, option chain, total open interest, OI change for the day. Kindly note this is end of the day data, and you can also see delivery data. You can also see support or resistance level which are calculated using different standard support or resistance level. Futures dashboard gives you again a view of expiry wise all the futures options, and here you can see all the price gainers, price losers, open interest gainers, OI losers, long build up, short build up, long unwinding, short covering, all these stocks. In the futures trend, again you can see all the price gainers, you can see all the open interest gainers, you can see open interest losers, you can see long build up, short build up, long unwinding, short covering. All these are terms associated with futures trading. You can select corresponding expiry to see the stocks of that particular expiry, and you can also select all to see the combined open interest for all three expiries for any stock. So this is future trend. So usually stocks which have high OI gainers, they can be either long build-up or short build-up. And if you want to filter only long build-up, you can see these stocks. Torrent Power, for example, if you see the futures for last 3 days, you can see the price has been steadily going up and futures open interest is also going up. That means traders are actually taking positional longs in that stock. So this is a stock, if it comes down, we should be focusing on buying. So similarly, you can check each stocks which have been long build up. You can check intraday as well as you can check for the previous few days. Options will give you a brief idea of option chain. So first in options is option chain analysis, which will give you actually the open interest of Nifty and Bank Nifty for the current expiry. You can see today's open interest change, where calls have been written, where puts have been written, and also you can see overall open interest, which will help you understand the support or resistance of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So usually where the highest open interest is in call side is actually considered as a resistance. For example, in this graph below, you can see that 15700 has highest open interest immediate near the price, and 15800 is even higher open interest, and in 15700 and 15800 today, so much open interest has been added on the call side, and put writers have been squaring off. So this earlier it was this much maybe, and this much has been decreased today. So basically this explains that traders have built short positions at this 15700 level, sold off these calls, and you can see that they have moved puts a bit lower side. So that means that with this current fall, Nifty may not, this will face a resistance at these levels. 15700 will be resistance, and support is at 15500. So this gives you a range of Nifty. If you, by using this real-time option chain, you can understand this and you can use it. You can also use it, click here to see it in tabular form. You can see the IV volume, you can see everything, and you can also select the Greeks to see the option chain and its Greeks if you want to trade Greeks. So this is the summary of options chain analysis. Similarly, Nifty analysis, if you say if you want to trade especially Nifty, you can see all the details of Nifty. You can see the price, you can see the VIX, you can see the max pain, you can see the option support, you can see the option resistance. So you can see that 15800 is the Nifty option resistance and 15500 is the support of. So this will give you actually range of Nifty by option data. Also Nifty levels and range as per as VIX data is given. So weekly range for 7 days, for 1 day, for a month, let's say 30 days, all those expected range is given. Again, open interest and futures, everything about Nifty is at one place, so you can use it. The next one is max pain chart. So max pain is basically a point, it's a theory which says that the expiry will actually happen at those level where option buyers have maximum pain. So here actually gives you that this is the max pain level, as in like the max pain level is a level where option buyers will have maximum pain, as in like they face maximum loss. So here you can see that put pain, call pain, and this is the max pain level. So here you can see that basically most the option sellers will have losses in this range and in this range, and here is the point. So the least where this call pain and put pain is least is the place where expiry is likely to happen. So even with the current data, you can see that 15600 and 15700 is a range where max pain level is. So most probably expiry may happen at around those levels. So again, you can see max pain strike is 15700. So even if you see Nifty is heading towards 15600, if it goes down and if max pain level doesn't change, so we can expect some bounce back. So this again is a controversial theory of max pain, that max pain will always happen around levels where the pain is lowest for option sellers again, right? Because option sellers are the strong hands and they will make sure that they have the least loss. Option strategy builder is basically used to make option strategies. You can click on any stock and you can select the strikes from the option chain, buy, sell different strikes, and click on done, and it will create strategy for you. Also, you can create ready-made strategies. So you can just select the stocks. Let's say I have to select stocks of Tata Motors, and I will click here and I will click on bullish strategy. I will want to create a bull call spread, and this will automatically create a best possible bull call spread here for me. So this is option strategy builder, and you can use it to develop option trading strategies. Option chain EOD will actually help you give option chain analysis for end of the day data. So if you are a pro user, you can use live option chain data. If you are a free user, you can use option chain end of the day data to make analysis. This is just end of the day data and is not updated live. One of the important section is end of the day analysis, which will help you to analyze stock for the next day. Next day watch list is our custom algorithm using which we select stocks, which we filter stocks for next day. So the top 20 stocks for the next day watch list are the stocks which you should keep in your mind. We also have a buy and sell level here, which are indicative pivot levels. So these are just indicative level and you should not focus on these levels, but you should study these charts and keep these stocks in watch list. Also, you should take a note at the previous days, previous 5 or 6 days watch list. You can just click on this drop down and you can select the watch list and you can note the stocks. Kindly remember that these stocks which are in next day watch list from last 5 6 days are important, because usually stock moves up and when it gives a breakout or breakdown, then it consolidates and then again breaks up. So most probably the stocks which have given breakout like 2 or 3 days or 4 days back will again try to move up and give a good move, and sometimes stock will directly move up. So you should keep on tracking the next day watch list for last 4 5 days. So here I will track stocks which are common stocks for last 5 days. So I may get, for example, I'll show you IRCT is the stock which was day before yesterday on breakout chart. So if I open IRCT stock, I can see that the stock has moved up and is now coming down. But we can also see that IRCTC has actually supported these levels and it is actually at support. So now I know that though IRCT is not in watch list for tomorrow, but it may show some bounce from here because it is at support level. So that is why you should keep focus on the next day watch list from last few days. Similarly, there are other end of the day analysis which are self-explanatory. For example, all the moving average crossovers happening at end of the day, NR4 NR7 stocks, end day gainers and losers. That simply gives you stocks which have gained maximum in last 90 day, 52 week, 30 day. You can select the time frame and it will give you the change of that stock. Also, you have all the bullish candlestick scans. You can filter on the scan. For example, all the morning star pattern, 3 line. You can filter stocks based on that. Then we have bearish candlestick scans. We have volume and delivery scans, which will give you actually the stocks where high delivery percentage is there and high delivery volume is there. For example, about India has really high delivery percentage and high delivery volume. It has almost like 3.5 times more delivery than usual delivery and 2.5 times high traded volume. LG equipment says high delivery, and so these stocks where delivery is usually high actually can do well. So you can also click on stock and you can go to delivery volume section and you can see that there is a very high delivery happening in this stock. So this is one of the ways you can use combine charts along with other things, along with delivery data to see where some good delivery is happening. Similarly, you can have technical scans like RSI. You can find out the stocks which are overbought, which are oversold using RSI. So this is for people who are using these scans. Again, ADX crossing up is considered bullish sign. So all these technical, remember this technical indicators on daily time frame charts. So ADX, RSI, Bollinger scan, MACD scan, Supertrend, all these are on daily charts end of the day. So the stocks which are crossing ADX is 40. So usually CCSC is the stock which have crossed ADX. So usually you can see from the chart that this stock will be trending up usually. So you should focus on stocks which have crossed 40 on the upside actually. So CAMS, so Bosch, all these stocks are actually crossed 40. So you can see in some trend these stocks will be there. So again, this is not a hard fast rule. This is just for people who actually use these things. Relative outperformance and relative strength are more or less measuring stocks which are having high relative strength compared to Nifty. So you can see that Angel Broking is having high relative strength. That means it is outperforming Nifty. Similarly, Hemisphere Properties is outperforming Nifty from last 50 days. PNB Housing, you can see that it is outperforming Nifty. So all the stocks which are in motion and have high relative strength, you can see here. Relative outperformance is the stock which are actually outperforming in short and medium. So this is very good for stocks which are in trend. And when these, for example, you can see that Fluoro Chem stock has 3 month gains of 83% and 7 day gains on 35%. So you can track this stock and you can see it is actually moving up. So this is some stocks which you can buy at all dips. So all the relative outperformance stocks are stocks usually which are in momentum. So you should keep on track these stocks for the next day and as well as intraday. So you should note these stocks also. In the last section, we have tool section where you can see the position size calculator, which here, this is very important to calculate risk. You can enter your capital, you can enter your daily risk in percentage and minimum number of trades you can trade. And whenever you enter the stop loss for any trade, let's say for my first trade stop loss is 10, then my quantity is this much. For my second trade stop loss is 20, then my quantity is this much. So once you basically select here, you fix the capital, daily risk and total number of trades. Don't touch it again. Just for example, here you have taken 2 trades. So first trade you will put stop loss, you will get the quantity. Second trade you put stop loss, you get second trade's quantity. So this is basically a position side calculator. SIP calculator is basically used to calculate SIP returns, which is again self-explanatory. Pivot calculator is used to calculate pivots. Classic standard pivots, Fibonacci pivots, Camarilla pivots, and Woody pivots. You just have to select any stock and it will auto-populate it. You can even enter your custom values and calculate pivots, right? So again, it is showing NN because some pivots I've just entered a random value. Maybe if I entered a more realistic value, I'll get a figure. Okay, so this is another thing that you can use. Fibonacci retracement is again used to calculate Fibonacci retracement. When the stock is making higher highs and is an uptrend, you can enter these values and you can get the Fibonacci retracement or Fibonacci extension. You also has a EMI calculator which you can use to calculate EMI. You have a brokerage calculator which you can use to calculate the brokerage with any discount broker. You also have a Black-Scholes calculator which you can use to calculate options price if you enter all these values. So this is a quick summary of all the features present in Intraday Screener as of date. A lot of other features are coming in coming days, so stay tuned to this video. We will release an updated video in some time when new features update. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Have a good day.